All right, class, for our last video today, you're actually going to need two different pieces of paper, of practice paper. Let's see. So one, we're going to fold in half. I bet you might have some idea what we'll be doing with the one we fold in half. Let's see, actually the other one you can use the word, what you were using to write your words on before, because we're going to write a couple sentences, but we're also, class, what do you think we're going to do with this paper that we folded in half? All right, if you said nouns and verbs, you are correct. So on the first side, we'll put nouns. Class, what is a noun? I think I heard Harper say person, place, thing, or idea, right? If you can see it or touch it, it's a noun. And then with those idea ones, that's a little trickier, but I'll always help you out with those. And then on our other side, we're going to put verbs. Go ahead and keep this paper. At the end of the day, we'll be using it all week. All right, so that'll prevent you having to keep throwing them out and getting new ones. We'll just keep this all week, and then we'll have a nice little list of our spelling words that are nouns and verbs all nicely categorized for us. All right, so one more time, what's a noun? Good, a person, place, thing, or idea. And what is a verb? Good, a verb is an action. So remember nouns, like I said, if you can see or touch it, it's a noun. For verbs, if you can say I blank or I can blank and it makes sense, then it's a verb. A verb is something that you do. So if you can say I blank and it makes sense, then it's going to be a verb. All right, but for example, marker is a noun. If I say I marker or I can marker, does that make sense? It sure doesn't, so we know marker can't be a verb. All right, let's see, our first word is art. All right, so when you know where art goes, go ahead and put your finger on that side of the paper. So is art a person, place, thing, or idea, or is it an action? All right, you can pause the video till you're ready. All right, and art is a thing, right? You can see it. You can touch it sometimes, not when it's in a museum. But all right, art is a noun. Go ahead and write it and mark it. Say the sounds while you're writing it. Art. Art. All right, our next word is reach. I cannot reach that book. Reach. All right, class, when you know where it goes, put your finger on the correct column. Pause the video till you're ready. All right, I hope we're all putting our finger here. You could even kind of hear in the sentence I said, I cannot reach, and it made sense. Just like I can, if you say I cannot and it makes sense, then it's going to be a verb. All right, go ahead and write reach. Wait, which E do we use? Good, E-A. Say the sounds while you write them. E. Ch. All right. The next word is tire. I got a flat tire on my bike. Tire. Is it a person, place, thing, or idea, or an action when you know? Put your finger on it. Pause the video until you're ready. All right. In that sentence, it was a noun, so go ahead and write tire and say the sounds while you write them. And then mark it. So, oops. T, I, R, silent final E, job 1. All right. The way we usually use it when it's something that helps a car or a wheelbarrow or anything that helps, anything that's round and helps a vehicle move, those are always nouns. In a different sense, this is the base word from where tired comes from. So if we say that I will tire easily, that one would be a verb. But if it's the round thing that helps a car or bike or something go, then it is a noun. All right, class, our next word is wire. All right, when you know, so if you think about it, it's made of metal. You can, it's thin, you twist it together. You can use it to hold things together. What is it? Is it a noun or a verb? Let's see, I used wire to hold up the poster. Wire. Put your finger on the column when you know. All right, I hope we've got it here. All right, because wire, that thing that you can see, is a noun. So go ahead and write wire and say the sounds while you write them. W, I, R, silent final E, job 1. Gosh, tire and wire, those are both homonyms, right? Because they can both be nouns or verbs. If you say, I need to wire the gate shut, well, then it's a verb, meaning the action of using wire to close something. Gosh, English is so interesting. I sometimes forget how many different words are homonyms until we're talking about it. All right, keep this for the rest of the week, class. The next word we're not going to write on here because it's also a homonym. The word is interest, but class, interest, I just want you to tell me how to spell it. How do we spell interest? Or sorry, how do we say it to spell it? All right, good. So we only hear 2 syllables usually, but to spell it, we say interest. Excellent. All right, we are going to write a couple of sentences now. All right, so I'll tell you the sentence, and then I want you to, I'll say it twice, you say it once. Work on holding all the information in your mind, and then go ahead and write it and check it. All right, our first sentence, she can reach the wire. All right, listen one more time. She can reach the wire. All right, pause the video, write it, check it, make sure it is complete. Has all 5 parts of a complete sentence. She can reach the wire. All right, so you should only be listening right now if you have finished reading or writing and checking that first sentence, because I'm going to give you one more. The second sentence is, do you like art? Do you like art? Class, what's our sentence? Good. Do you like art? So pause the video, check and make sure that it is, or pause the video, write it, and then check, make sure it has all 5 parts of a complete sentence. All right, class, the very last thing I want you to do. So right now you should only be listening to the video or watching the video if you have written and checked both of those sentences. I want you to look at our kinds of sentences. Figure out which each of those kinds of sentences is, and go ahead and write it next to that sentence. So the first one, she can reach the wire. Figure out which are 4 kinds of sentences that is. And then the second one, do you like art? Figure out which one of our 4 kinds of sentences that is, and go ahead and write the kind of sentence it is next to that sentence. All right, great work today, class. Thank you if you were being really hard and diligent. Or working really hard and diligently, even though I'm not there. Thank you so much. It's gonna make a big difference. All right, so have a great day.